So the bridge is open, businesses are open, and tomorrow it will be Boise State's turn to try to open with a win in its first home game of the season.
KBOI 2's Brian Levin is live here in the studio to explain how history is actually not on the Broncos' side this time.
Boise State has won 30 straight games at home against these non-conference opponents. Now that streak dates all the way back to 2001, the last loss being to Washington State. And when it comes to all these numbers, the Cougars actually have Boise State's.
We got a big challenge ahead of us.
Defensive coordinator Andy Avalos knows all too well. Avalos and safeties coach Gabe Franklin were a part of that 2001 game where BSU lost 42-20 to Washington State.
Really don't like to talk about that one very much.
Honestly, man, I don't remember that game.
We tip our hats because that's one of probably the worst losses on the blue for Boise State there in terms of the points.
The Broncos have played 41 schools at least 4 times. Washington State is the only opponent in that category that the Broncos haven't beaten. Head coach Brian Harsin was on the team when they lost to Wazoo in '97 and '98.
I think we were down, I don't know, by 20-some points, and our kicker was back there kicking in the net, and somebody in the crowd yelled, "Hey, 9 more of those, you're right back in it."
Washington State is 4-0 against the Broncos and on average beats BSU 43-19.
Not very fond memories.
Former BSU quarterback Bart Hendricks was a part of 3 of those losses, and he's just glad this Bronco team has a shot to right the wrongs of yesteryear.
It's exciting to just have that type of team in here. It seems odd that it's been 14, 15 years, even because it felt like it was just last week that I was out there playing with them.
Kickoff between the Broncos and Cougars is scheduled for 8:15 Saturday night. And Brent, this year things could be different. The Broncos are actually predicted to win this game by 10 or 11 points. In the studio, Brian Levin, KBOI 2 News.